Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixie Land. My name's Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the Niv, and we are in the book of 2 Kings, and we are in chapter 16. Ahaz, king of Judah. In the 17th year of Pekah, son of Ramlah, Ahaz, son of Jotham, king of Judah, began to reign. Ahaz was 20 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 16 years. Unlike David, his father, he did not do what was right in the eyes of the Lord his God. He walked in the ways of the kings of Israel and sacrificed his son in the fire, or even made his son pass through the fire, as in he set his son on fire. Following the detestable ways of the nations the Lord had driven out before the Israelites, he offered sacrifices and burned incense at the high places on the hilltops and under every spreading tree. Then Rezin, R-E-Z-I-N, king of Aram, and Pekah, son of Ramlah, king of Israel, marched up to fight against Jerusalem and besieged Ahaz, but they could not overpower him. At that time, Rezin, king of Aram, recovered Elath, E-L-A-T-H, for Aram by driving out the men of Judah. Edomites then moved into Elath and have lived there to this day. I don't know how true that actually is in modern day. Ahaz sent messengers to say that Tilgath Pileser, P-I-L-S-E-R, king of Syria, I am your servant and vassal. Come up and save me out from the hand of the king of Aram and of the king of Israel, who are attacking me. And Ahaz took silver and gold found in the temple of the Lord in the treasuries of the royal palace and sent it as a gift to the king of Assyria. The king of Assyria complied by attacking Damascus and capturing it. He deported its inhabitants to Kir, K-I-R, and put Rezin to death. Then King Ahaz went to Damascus to meet Tilgath-Pileser, king of Assyria. He saw an altar in Damascus and sent to Uriah, I should say, U-R-I-A-H, the priest, a sketch of the altar with detailed plans for its construction. So Uriah the priest built an altar in accordance with all the plans that King Ahaz had sent from Damascus and finished it before King Ahaz had returned. When the king came back from Damascus and saw the altar, he approached it and presented offerings on it, or went up to present offerings on it. He offered up his burnt offerings and grain offerings, poured out his drink offerings, and sprinkled the blood of the fellowship offerings, traditionally called the peace offering, on the altar. The bronze altar that stood before the Lord he brought from the front of the temple, from between the new altar and the temple of the Lord, and he put it on the north side of the new altar. So he moved the bronze altar that stood before the Lord. And now there's two in there. King Ahaz then gave these orders to Uriah the priest. On the large new altar, offered the morning burnt offering and the evening grain offering, the king's burnt offering and his grain offering, and the burnt offering of all the people of the land, and their grain offering and their drink offering. Sprinkle on the altar all the blood of the burnt offerings and sacrifice. But I will use the bronze altar for seeking guidance. Then Uriah the priest did just as King Ahaz had ordered. King Ahaz took away the side panels and removed the basin from the movable stands. He removed the sea from the bronze bulls that supported it and set it on a stone base. Now, the sea was a giant bronze bowl full of like water where you would be able to do all kinds of stuff, including, like, say, ritual cleanings, mikvah, that kind of thing. So it was sitting on bronze bull stations. So he has them taken off the bulls, which are technically idolatry, and has them put on a stone base. He took away the Sabbath canopy, or the dais on his throne. See the septicant. The sets in the septicant. Okay, so they're talking about like the canopy overhead. That had been built at the temple and removed the royal entryway outside the temple of the Lord in deference to the king of Assyria. As for the other events of the reign of Ahaz and what he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the king of Judah? Ahaz rested with his fathers and was buried with them in the city of David, and Hezekiah, Hezekih, his son, succeeded him as king. So he took down royal insignia and royal entrances for himself because he was recognizing the king of Assyria as his king, since he called to him for aid in protection from Israel and Aram. So, an interesting turn of events, right? Now, if you want to find out what happens in the kingdom of Israel, because that's the next chapters in the kingdom of Israel, you're going to need to come back for the next video, friends.